the positions that we feel best about on Tennessee's roster. And this is, of course, 4 spring practices in. We've seen a little bit of practice, not a lot to really make a lot of sweeping conclusions on, but we know who's back at each of these positions. We know who's likely to be some of the best players on this team across the board. So we'll start with the position that I probably generally feel best about because you've got some real returning production there on defense, and it's defensive tackle. You've got a couple starters there, most likely in Bryson Eason and Jackson Moy. You've got David Hobbs back behind those guys. And you've got some intriguing guys that have been waiting for a chance to play, like Jamal Wallace, Nathan Robinson, and even some talented freshmen like Isaiah Campbell. And just knowing Rodney Garner is going to have that group ready as ready as possible. But I think those 3 veterans in particular give me the most confidence in Tennessee's defensive tackles. I think we had some discussion of whether defensive end over defensive tackle. You could probably go the defensive line as a whole.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick one, I'd probably lean defensive tackle over defensive end as the one that I feel best about. What about you? Any others that come to mind as specific positions that you feel best about?
Yeah, no, I can tell you right now, I feel really comfortable about our quarterback situation. I mean, to think that our quarterback situation was ever bad last year, not, but you now replace Gaston Moore with 2 really highly talented, highly competent guys that are battling for a two spot. But you also got one of the most highly touted, best quarterback talents that we've ever had at the University of Tennessee in Nico. So no concern that we're going to have a poor quarterback performance this year. I'm looking forward to what the quarterback position is going to present for us.
And you lose some experience there with Gaston Moore, but with what you lose there, you maybe add some upside. And George McIntyre is a true freshman. I'm kind of intrigued by that battle between McIntyre and Jake Merklinger. I'll throw in tight end as the third that I'm probably most feel best about for Tennessee. You've got Miles Kitzelman back, and that's a big part of that. I thought that was a big obviously, the NCAA kind of opened the door for junior college players to return, gave him the opportunity to even do this, but it's a big deal that he's back. You lose Holden States to the transfer portal. Those decisions obviously intertwined. But behind him, you've got Ethan Davis, who's been waiting for a chance to play, hasn't really done it yet. And then even a guy like Desan Brame, I'm really intrigued by him as a true freshman. Cole Harrison, a guy that they're intrigued by internally as a second-year guy. Disappointing that we haven't seen him out there besides in a red jersey. So I think that group overall is pretty good. A lot of question marks around this team too, which I think this exercise lets you see. Yeah. We're not saying wide receiver. We're not saying running back. We're not saying secondary even, which if you're picking just the starters, corner would be up there. But right now with the Jamad McCoy uncertainty, I think it probably takes cornerback out of the discussion for now. So an interesting team, a lot of things in flux. So right now, I'll be interested in seeing if we feel differently about this at the end of the spring, but those are the 3 positions we feel best about.